Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and we're looking at Taken 2, which is set 4 years after it came out 4 years after the first film, and we've got Liam Neeson coming back as the fake fake American accent CIA officer Brian Mills, who will get you if you happen to mess with his family, and you know now he's still joined with his Maggie Grace, who plays his daughter, Famke Janssen, who plays his ex-wife, Leland Orser, John D.B. Sweeney, and Luke Grimes are there as well. This movie, like I said, it's now supposed to be a few years after the events. 4 years in real life. I'm not sure exactly how big. So he's still doing his security jobs, and he's done work for a wealthy Saudi Arabian sheikh in Istanbul, and he's paid him a pretty nice penny. So he decides to surprise his ex-wife, they surprise him by being there, but he knows that she's been having Lenore, his ex-wife, is having some problems. She's separated from her second husband, and he's there to comfort her. So anyway, after the 3 days, he meets up with Lenore and Kim. They come to have a kind of like a vacation in Istanbul. So he gets them a room in the same hotel that he's staying in, and the next day he and Lenore decide to go for lunch. Kim stays back. Basically, she's trying to get her parents back together again, and unfortunately, the father of the Albanian mafia, the guy whose son Murad Oksa, that's the guy, he's now seeking vengeance for his son being killed by Brian Mills. So he tries to get Lenore and Maggie, what's his daughter's name in this movie? Kim, sorry. So Kim manages to escape, and then she calls her father, and she manages to escape. But Lenore is taken captive, and a little later so is Brian. And basically they tie them up, and they torture her a little bit by putting a small incision on the neck, and then hang her upside down to leave. Brian is able to free himself, and then Lenore, he guides Kim to, once she's in safety, he guides her to detonate grenades on the rooftops in Istanbul to guide him to her location, and just in time because he managed to kill off one of the goons who's behind her, and then he gets his daughter to safety by stealing a taxi, going to the American consulate, leaves her there, and then he goes to find Murad, and then fights off his men, rescues Lenore, and kills all the other ones, including Murad in the end. And so he knows that Murad will never drop the vengeance, so he does kill him, even though he didn't initially want to. And then the trio are back in Los Angeles, reunited, safe. We see them 3 weeks later, having some milkshakes, and they meet Kim's boyfriend, who in the beginning of the movie we see doesn't really like him, but he's okay now, and they all just sit down to have a nice little family kind of setup. And yeah, that's basically the movie. It's not as good as the first one, obviously. To me, this is a step down. It's still okay. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Made on a budget of 45 million. The movie made 376.1 million at the box office. So yeah, huge profit for the makers. It is considered to be a good success. But like I said, it's nowhere near as good as the first one. So that is basically Taken 2 in a nutshell. I kind of enjoy it. It's not bad. Like I said, I'll give it a 7. If I want to watch the Taken movies, by the way, I was watching it on streaming, but I do have the DVDs right there next to Batman. Just next to Batman, there's the DVD set. It's actually a box set of all 3 movies. I do enjoy this quite a lot. So anyway, that's basically Taken 2, and I think for me it is essential watching, because the moment I watch Taken, the next thing I was thinking about is, hey, I've got to watch Taken 2 soon, and then Taken 3. But it does go down. the line. All right. So yeah, 7 out of 10 for Taken 2. That's it. Have a good night.